Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. Camarda right here, right now, in the present of now. The topic of today, it's super interesting. I'm really excited, and it's important to know this topic I'm talking about today because 2020 is pretty intense, really intense here, and it's important to make this video. And I'll explain how I got inspired to make this video, where it came from. But first of all, down below there's a link. Click the link. There's a newsletter website where you can put your email, so we're more in content and we're more information, specific question, and we're more connected with each other. So keep going on this topic. How can be grateful in this year 2020, one of the most interesting year that I ever been. I'm pretty young. I didn't watch a lot, but was pretty interesting year. And I say interesting and not are difficult, weird, because it's interesting how a lot of situation can happen at the same time, the same period. It's totally interesting to notice that. And the question is, how can be grateful in this year with a lot of stuff going on? And I got inspired to make this video from when in the church this pastor was talking a lot of stuff, a lot of bullshit about Jesus and Christ and all this kind of stuff that I totally don't believe. But one, it started to stop everything and start to say, now, most people ask me, I'm a pastor, and ask me how I can still be have faith and be grateful in this 2020. And he started to explain those two sides about dark and lights. You know, referring to religious stuff and all this kind of bullshit about Jesus and Christ comes on Paul and all this. Never mind. But he started talking about darkness and lights. So think about if you're in a sunny day and you put the flashlight on. Can you see the flashlight on? No. But if you're in absolutely darkness, completely dark, completely obscure, super dark, and you put the flashlight on, all your room, all your around you, sparkling lights everywhere. So you can see the light only when you're in the dark. That means every challenge, every difficulties, everything that happen in your life right now, and especially this year, it's always dark that it's right. It's made because you can see the light better. I think this 2020, it's a huge opportunity. Think about that and think how you can connect this with you to be how can be grateful. Think about it. Think for a second to this touch for only bad things is try this new angle to view. Try this direction. If you see, if you're in the dark and see the lights, you can run through there in a specific way. If you're in a sunny day, everything is lights up. Where are you going? You don't know where you're going, but now you know where you gotta go. You have goals, you have specific things to follow, you have something right there. It is waiting you. It's the light, you can see it. Because you're in the dark right now. And then this pastor, an amazing person, totally inspired me to say, well, that's totally true. This year, it's an amazing year. Think about that. All the bad stuff that happened can't be worse than that. I think this is the most challenges year that I ever see, and I've been through a lot of hard time. But think about all the the goals that right now are changes. My goals are completely different than last year because through this 2020, all the things that I was supposed to do this year that didn't happen. This year, you next year you'll be having more lights, more direction because you're going through there. So be grateful about the dark, the bad stuff, the losing the jobs, people sick, people dying, all this lockdown, wearing a mask, COVID-19, hurricane, more than this, the nine hurricanes going on and destroying everything, fire, all this stuff. Look those like a huge opportunity to express yourself, to motivate yourself, to bring yourself to the next level, to bring yourself to a different level. It's more like a step. This year is more like a huge stairs, but it's like a step you gotta do. Think about if you go through this year, everything will be so easy. So next year, hard stuff like losing a job will be like nothing compared to this year because we've been through a lot. So think about how it's important to have those kind of years, to have more focus on yourself, have more focus on your goals, have more focus on be better. That's the way to do. That's why you need to be grateful this year, especially this year. Because we can be grateful of the good things. It's easy. I'm grateful to have a wonderful wife. I'm grateful to have a wonderful house here. I'm grateful about a lot of stuff. But be grateful. And that's your next level. Be grateful of the bad stuff that happened. And take it like a challenge and not like a bad stuff. It's the key to be 360, 100% grateful. That's where you put your energy higher level in a different level and super, because bad or good doesn't exist. It's something that we made up to make a difference between the things that happen. But think about all a lot of people are making so much money on selling masks, for example. This is a huge opportunity. But in the other way, there's other people that are losing jobs. And it's bad. So how could be one things from one side super good and one side super bad? Because it's the view how you see. There's no bad, no good. There's one thing, and the way you see it, it's the way you can identify in bad or good. So if you're grateful of everything happening in your life, they will bring you more lights, more vision, more specific direction to follow. It happened to me yesterday. I have an appointment at 6 p.m. to my mechanic to fix my car. At the 5:45, my tires fall off. And I experiment for my first time, experiment that my tires can go faster than my car. That's amazing. That's amazing. And I was laughing. I wasn't mad. Because it's so funny how can those challenges and all those coincidences that happen for 15 minutes before I was going to the mechanic, how could be possible is this? It's a wonderful thing that I will tell my grandkids when I will be old. I remember when I was your age, at 27 years old, I lost the tires 15 minutes before I arrived to mechanic. And I experiment to myself, how can my tires could be faster than my car, because I see my tire just pass me over and the truck bent. That was a wonderful experience, and I see like good things because it bring me to put there and the mechanic. It's all those coincidences, all those things that I'm really fascinated with. So I'm grateful for what happened because I didn't kill myself. Could be worse. I'm grateful for that. That was so easy. I didn't damage other cars because the tires went in the middle of the road. I didn't cause an accident. Nobody get hurt. Fix it and bring back to the mechanic. So I think for everything, it's everything for today. It was a super interesting topic. It's important that you be grateful whatever happened. Be grateful everything happened in your life. Be grateful about the challenge, because more big is the challenge and you go through this challenge, the benefits after the hill there is go down. So every challenge is made there for you to be a better person, to be. So be grateful for dark time, be grateful for all the challenges that happen in your life. Don't worry, everything it's amazing. From Nick Camarda design meeting, I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of the day. I'll see you in the next video. Ciao.